parents knew her as a girl on the cusp of womanhood, then as a busy working mother, and too soon, as a heartbroken widow. In time, images of the mature queen, short and round, wearing a lacy veil and tiny crown, were everywhere. They graced magazines, postage stamps, and packages of soap and tea. The years Victoria sat on the throne, from 1837 until 1901, are remembered as the Victorian Age. It was a period of great change, when steam power and factories turned agricultural Britain into the industrial leader of the world. One after another, railroads crisscrossed the land, linking cities and villages. Most people travelled overland by coach or on horseback when Victoria became queen. By the 1890s, 29 trains left for London from the northwestern city of Manchester every day. Industrialization shook up society, bringing wealth and status to many people, and poverty and dislocation to many others. Prosperous families in houses packed with heavy furniture form one picture of Victorian life. Ragged mothers and children huddled in London doorways make up another. During the Victorian era, British authors gave the world such unforgettable characters as Sherlock Holmes, Ebenezer Scrooge, Black Beauty, and Alice, the girl who went down a rabbit hole. Scientific progress forced people to question their beliefs. If the great diversity of life on Earth had evolved through natural selection, as Charles Darwin proposed in 1859, even religious faith had to be re-examined. Queen Victoria stood for continuity in this shifting, uncertain time. She was an example of strength and patriotism when the nation went to war. Her support of Britain's fighting men endeared her to many. She championed British progress in technology. She was also the subject of scandal. Victoria reigned over an empire that spanned the globe. The British claimed possessions in the Americas, Africa, India, Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. For good reason, people said of Great Britain, "On her dominions the sun never sets." The colonies enriched the mother country. They provided raw materials for British factories, tea for porcelain teacups, and sugar to sweeten it. The days when kings and queens waged their own wars, made their own laws, and ordered beheadings were long gone when Victoria was crowned. She enjoyed limited power. She could advise the members of Parliament, but they made laws and set policy. It was her role to be above party politics, to be fair and considerate in her dealings with others. Victoria tried to be the queen her nation expected, but it was hard for her to live in the public eye. She had trouble controlling her fiery emotions. Time and again she erupted in reckless anger or gave way to torrents of tears. There were days when she exasperated everyone, her family, government leaders, and the British people. She never did anything halfway. When she fell in love, she did so with her whole heart and soul. When she grieved, it was as though sorrow flowed through her body instead of blood. Yet she also had great stamina. Even when she felt sad enough to swear that she could not go on, she always did. She was rarely ill and gave birth to many children with little difficulty at a time when childbirth was painful and dangerous. Many women died after having babies, often from infection. She could accomplish a great deal of work and withstand the mental strain of crises at home and abroad. The vein of iron that runs through her most extraordinary character enables her to bear up to the last minute, like nobody else," said Lady Sarah Littleton, her children's nurse.
"People were taken by surprise by the sheer force of her personality,"
observed Bishop Randall Davidson, who served in the chapel at Windsor Castle during Victoria's reign.
"It may seem strange, but it is true that as a woman she was both shy and humble, but as queen she was neither shy nor humble and asserted her position unhesitatingly."
Despite her premonition from the night before, nothing awful